Hey guys, today I'll be playing The Barrel of Our Dreams, where we'll have a conversation with a dying vampire. Let's start. Oh, Dahlia? Fingers trembling, I let go of the stake and take a moment to catch my breath. Dahlia is still under me, shaking. Her eyes are wide, confused by the stake in her heart. I stand up. Outside of a few cuts, I'm surprisingly in good shape. There is a blood stain on my robes, but when I check, I realize it isn't my wound. It's over. It's truly over. Dahlia's eyes follow me, and her fingers twitch. Neither of us move, and then, Rennie, I stop. Don't say another word, you monster. Her voice, barely a whisper, sounds far too similar to the same tone she used when we were alone long ago. That's the trouble with vampires. They're the most human of monsters. It's simply that I cannot move. Not even a finger. She laughs ever so slightly. I should be afraid, shouldn't I? Instead, I find this expected. Like the ending of a play I grew tired of in that first act. Even as a knight, I knew I'd be slain in the battle. At the very least, I can be satisfied that it was by a woman I care. Didn't you hear what I said? Stop talking, monster. Your words and actions have already caused enough harm. I simply thought you might have wished to hear. I don't. Do you think I wanted to be here like this? After all the pain and grief you gave for Renalda and I, after what you did to Sinclair, you actually expect me to care what words come out of that rotten mouth of yours, vampire? My knees are shaking. I can't tell if it's the adrenaline from the fight leaving my body, or we deserve better. Sinclair, she deserved better. So please, just let it end. But Dahlia doesn't pay me any heed. Sinclair, the vampire's curse. It was too much. I naively thought I could tame the curse. Instead, it controlled me, and Sinclair, she... It doesn't mean much now, but I am truly sorry. I'm not the one you should apologize to, nor am I going to carry your guilt. You'll haul that weight to your grave. But Rennie, don't you need to hear my words? You're in terrible pain. And it's my fault. Even when our home was turned to ash, you didn't appear so wounded. I want to know that before I die, didn't I tell you to stop talking? I said you would just make things worse. I tell myself, it doesn't matter. You should stop your prattling. She made her choice, our future versus revenge, and she chose revenge. But I need to get these thoughts out of my head and at her before I die. Do you really believe I'm happy with this? That I had to leave Renalda behind and hunt you down before you could hurt anyone else? So why would you say something as stupid as I'm happy or I'm sorry, you ignorant freaking bastard? My knees finally gave out, but I'm able to catch myself in time. Dahlia is quiet all the while as the rain falls. I never wanted this. I simply wanted for all of us, myself, Sinclair, Fernanda, and you most of all, to live happily for the rest of our days. I wanted all those noble bastards out of our lives, but I wanted to do it without becoming a monster. I just nod. No, I know you aren't happy. You never were, fit for the life of a warrior. You were happier, more beautiful as a scholar. Life never seemed to take well to me just being a scholar now, did it? No, it did not. And Rennie? Yes? The life where the four of us lived peacefully in the countryside? Or we lived somewhere far away, in some remote mountain village or on the edge of the sea? You and Fernanda would get up early enough to greet the dawn and wax poetry, while you and Sinclair toiled on an alchemy late into the night. And you wouldn't be waiting for when you perished on the battlefield. Instead, you would have lived happily in my arms. I wish we could have that life. I would have loved it too, Rennie. Then why do you choose revenge, Dahlia? She coughs and her body heaves and shudders. There isn't much time left. Tell me, what would happen had we won? You mean a year ago? Had our plan worked? If the nobles who burned our home were rounded up or slain, would you have still wished to become a vampire? Dahlia's breath is unsteady. Her eyes no longer hold the bright light they had. No, that much is plain. And the four of us would have had that life out in the countryside? Yes, we would have had, Rennie. Then were our dreams worth the price for revenge? I beg your pardon? Was revenge worth our future? Was revenge worth Sinclair and the pain you caused Renalda and I? Was it, Dahlia? There was a pained laugh and a cough of blood. Revenge? I never thought once about revenge. Stop speaking nonsense. Why else would you have done it? Dahlia's eyes met mine. I did it for you, Rennie. I had hoped you no longer needed to be a warrior, a killer. For you and you alone. I did it for you. That's utter buffoonery, and you know it. Yes, I wanted them dead. Yes, I hated the fighting and the bloodshed. But that didn't mean you had to take it all in your hands. Dahlia's still and doesn't even bother glancing my way. Well, say something. Oh? Dahlia? Not a stir, not even a breath. I reach down and shake her shoulder. Nothing. Dahlia, please, not now. Please, don't leave me, Dahlia. No, that's the end. Oh, that was so sad. That was really short, too. Well, that was very tragic. That's another tragic vampire love story. Aw.